We've been battered and bruised. And we've moved and come back. But our colors don't change. We're silver and black. This commitment to excellence starts up every year. And no powers on earth will drown out this cheer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of our mighty silver and black, and unto these colors for which we stand, Raider Nation under a groove, with free speech and liberty. Remember the tunes. He who has ears, let him hear. I hereby declare, I am a Raiders fan!
We have encapsulated what fanaticism is supposed to be. And everybody in life is looking for an outlet like that.
If ever you wanted the best football fan experience, step into the black hole, because that's what we'll give you.
And welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. I'm your host. I am here with my girl, Lady Val. See the deuces. And then I got my boy, representing TBH Westco, my boy, Matty B.
What's up, fam?
What up, baby? And I'm your boy, Raider Will, and I am the captain of this ship. And today, we are going to give you guys an in-person review of everything that went down. We had Mighty B on the Skycam. He's watching from home. But we had a lot of boots on the ground, and man, it was a freaking party, baby.
Sure was. Sure was.
All right, so we got Lady Val. She drove in Friday night. I flew in Friday.
Yeah.
Yo, I think first night, what did we do, sis? We hook up with the travel brigade. We go down there. You guys already know. Hey.
We had the meet and greet at the swamp.
The swamp. Yo, talking about some madness. You see Lady Val out there? Yo, you already know she was off the hizzle. You saw our boy SSJ. You saw Pula Vida out there. You saw Senor Raider out there. I mean, like, you saw LV Rollers were in the house.
Mm-hmm.
TBH San Antonio. TBH, what is it? Austin. TBH, Dallas.
Where's Space City? Where's Space City? Houston.
Space City. Houston was in the house. We saw Nola in the house. We got people driving in from flying in from California all over the country. I mean, we had people from Iowa and the Midwest. It was wild. We have 500 people at Swamp. Then we do the Gator Tour. So Saturday we do then we did the Steamboat Tour, all right, where we saw people from Memphis. I saw people from all over. Guys, I got videos on it. We'll be posting it on our page. Just like a real hodgepodge of just people coming in and being a real melting pot. We all, heard about what happened New Year's Eve. We'll get into that later. But all this was before that. You saw a big hodgepodge, a big group of people, and I mean, like, sis, Raider Nation was representing, and I was shocked, literally shocked at how many people were out there doing things and just being a part of the action.
We took over.
No, absolutely. I mean, like, Matty B, bro, I'm telling you right now, man, you're walking down Nola, down Bourbon Street, and people were like, yo, the Raiders are here.
Yeah.
These people are here. And we left after New Year's Eve, so we were still going out. And people at the restaurant were commenting, like, the Raiders are still here. Like, hey, and these dudes do not stop. They don't come out and not support their team. I'd be like, we had a lot of people come out, and that's a fantastic thing to hear about Raider Nation. And honestly, it was really cool because we had a bunch of different sets, everybody coming together and uniting under one banner just to represent and be a part of the nation and really hook up with the local community. And I mean, like, man, I think the Ghost Tour didn't expect to have so many people there at that night, where they were overwhelmed because I think Raiders groups were all over the place, and they were not used to the mating call of
They
Raiders as
were
you're
not
passing each other
ready.
by. It was interesting to see when they were like, what is going on? And my wife, she was with us, and she likes to call it the Raider mating call. She says, hey, this is anywhere you go. It's crazy because I was at the hospital or at the airport when we're leaving. Raiders! You're going anywhere. It's Raider. And it's like people
Yeah.
screaming across the street.
Yeah, there's
So
a lot of
it's
chanting. A lot.
I know, I'm bummed I missed it. I was really, really bummed. I'm sitting here at home like, man, I need to be there right now. I should be there.
Hey, man, it happens, brother. But next time you'll be there.
I
Next time we're going to
definitely.
make sure.
Sure.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. So we go into the Superdome and get this dub. We got fans on both sides. Of course, fans that are pissed off. I call them fake fans. How the hell are you going to freaking be pissed off about your team getting a win? Who gives a shit about draft position? It's one player. One player cannot change a whole organization.
Yep.
And these guys are paid to win. I'm just going to be absolutely truthful about it. If I'm getting my paycheck, I'm out there busting my ass. I'm not out there busting my ass to freaking lose.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a matter of the fact. I don't give a shit.
And if you are, you shouldn't be there in the first place.
Exactly. And that's why there's fans, there's players, and there's coaches. So, guys, we go into Nola, and we absolutely rocked the house. Not only were the fans engaged, sis, but we had a hell of a game.
Mm-hmm.
You got Aiden O'Connell going 20 for 35 for 242 yards and 2 tutties. You got Amir Abdullah getting 20 carries, 115 yards, 5.8 average. Then you got your boy, Alexander Madison, going for 10 carries for 32 yards for 3.2 yards a carry. Guys, the running game, the passing game was on point. We see Brock Bowers breaks Mike Ditka's record with 7 receptions for 77 yards with an 11-yard average. Jacoby Meyers with 5 catches, 61 yards, 12.2 and a tutty. Then you had Tucker with 2 catches, 24 yards, 12-yard average, and a tutty. Guys, ball distribution was on point. Everything was on point. It looked good for the Raiders this game. Let's get the thoughts, man. Let's just get down to it. What are your guys' thoughts on the overall game? I'm going to start with Matty B.
Man, so I held it down here over at the Eagles. So, it was only about like 2 or 3 of us, but man, it was fucking awesome. Like, over there, you can still hear us from downstairs. Like, we came downstairs, man. Everybody's like, man, you guys are winning up there. We're like, hell yeah. And they're like, yeah, no, we could hear Max up there screaming and yelling. Yeah, that's sweet. And there's only 3 or 4 of us, so, it was cool. But, no, man, I think our running game really fucking, like, just came out of nowhere. It was crazy to see it, man, because I was like, dude, where has this been all year long? And you wait till the second to last game to just break these dudes out, like, fuck. But overall, the Brock Bowers thing was kind of cool. A lot of people are going to say, oh, it took him fucking extra games to do it, this and that. I don't give a fuck. He fucking did it, It is what it is. So, if it took him an extra game or whatever, or 2 extra games or however, but he still did it, man. Fucking, that's a great achievement, man. And hats off to Brock Bowers for that. So, yeah, Aiden O'Connell, man, this guy should have started all year long. He would not be in this predicament right now. Yeah,
No, absolutely.
I think everybody came out like AP said in his post game conference, man, with the team. It's like, man, we came in, we played 3 phases of football, and we played 4 quarters. And this is what happens when you do that. So, that's what we have to do, and hopefully we can do something and carry it into next year.
Absolutely. Yo, Lady Val, you was at the game besides trying to avoid every possible danger that sitting next to SSJ brings. Hey, by the way, we found the Saints version of SSJ. There is a Saints version of SSJ out there.
You talking about the guy that was sitting almost behind us, 2 rows back?
Yeah. Yes. They're exactly the same. Both the other screamers walk. I mean, like everything. Now you go and hey, we got a video of Val. She loves Alexander Madison. She's sitting by the rail and she caught his towel, which has her pumped up. We got it on video. But Val, give us your eval of the game. I saw you cheering. I mean, you was turned up.
I was going to say just cheering because I'm pretty sure I was yelling.
Yes. Hey, we call it cheering.
Maddie B. Okay, so you know how in our little group chat, Alan was like, you've been calm this year. Like, you used to scream violently at the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's how I yell at the TV. Like, not just at the game, but at the TV. So I'm a little vocal. So yeah, I definitely did a lot of yelling, a lot of cussing. I was mad. And it was a good game. I loved it. It was fun. I mean, I've never been to that stadium. It is amazing.
Great stadium.
Yeah, you go in and it's dark. It's just it's just the lights are all dimmed down. Even after the game, it's little dimmed out in there, but it was really nice. But throughout the game, I was cheering. I thought it was a good game, though some plays I was kind of really pissy about. And then Will was towards the end of the game, he was like, "Hey, go to the front. Just go to the front." I'm like, "Are you sure? Can we do that?" Because I'm like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Go." I'm like, "Okay." So we start going 5 minutes, 7 minutes, so something like that. Will I started going down, and then he kind of followed, and I was super way overhyped up, and I was yelling at every single person that passed by. AP Farron by, I was like, "AP, I love you." And I was just yelling at everybody, and I'm standing there waiting. I'm like, "Where's Madison? Where is he?" And I'm just like, "Oh, he's already he's exchanging jerseys." All right, I'm just waiting, and then finally the last of the players start running in, and so the tie as loud as I can. I was like,
I love you.
and he looks up and he's heard me the second time. I was like, he looked up and grabbed his towel and threw it up, and I caught it, and Emmy caught it, and some
Dude behind you caught it.
Some behind it also tried to he tried to snatch it out of our hands, and I was not letting go of this. I was like this, and neither was Emmy. She's like, "It's ours, it's ours." I'm like, "No," and I got it. I was so happy. I was like I actually looked like a Swiftie probably, or back then with the beat, or with the Beatles. If you watch the old videos of the Beatles, there's all these girls who are the old 50s, 60s. They're like,
Oh yeah.
"Oh." That was me. Straight up, that was me.
You're just like Elvis, just reached out and touched your hand while he was singing or some shit.
Bro, You should have seen her. No, Maddie B, you should have seen. She's jumping up and down. I'd be like, Val looked like a little kid, man, and she just got everything she wanted at the candy store.
You know what kind of pisses me off is like when a grown ass dude is behind you trying to snatch that shit out of your hand. You didn't see that
Oh,
motherfucker out there.
it was funny because I was
Like, it was
no,
awesome.
I was standing right next to him. I turned and looked at him, and then a cop turned and looked at him, and he's like, "Really, bro? That's a lady." And the guy
Yeah.
was just like,
And then like the guys next to me
"Let
too
it
were
go."
like telling him to let it go. And I was like, and then the guy looks at like the guy next to me was like, "We got your back, girl." And I was like, literally, my hands were shaking. I had tremors. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I don't know. I was like, and then I made a joke. I was like, "I possess," because like what is it called? That show. Um, dang it, what is that show called? Where like Sheldon and he's older.
Oh, Sheldon and he's older. What the?
Old
Big
Sheldon.
Bang Theory? Big Bang Theory?
Yeah. So he's like when there's an episode where he had like a napkin, right? It had his signature, but it was a napkin he used. And so Henry was like, "It's just a napkin." He's like, "I possess the DNA of, what is it,
Yeah.
Leonard Nimoy?" And that was me. I was like, "I possess the DNA." It was just a joke. But I was just like, I was
No,
so
she was
psyched.
that hype. She was that hype. Okay. Yeah.
And
So
then
I'm gonna give you guys. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I actually sent that video and the picture he took, I sent it to Madison's dad. And I was like, "I know this is like cheesy, it's just a towel, but this is so cool." He's like, "That's super cool." And so he's like, "Love it." And then Emmy sent me a video. I didn't know she had this video, but she took a video of me right after after I had the towel, and I'm telling Will, "This is Madison." Like I had never seen this video. And I'm looking at this video, I'm laughing at myself, and I was like, "Oh my God, like I am total groupie right there." If you could see how excited I was. And then I sent it to Madison's dad, and then he just like put laughing emojis. Like, "I love it." I was like, "Me too." I just think it's so hilarious because I didn't think I was like that, like, oh my gosh about it, but I was. I was seeing stars. I was like in
Yeah.
heaven.
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit different perspective. All right. So first of all, I'm gonna tell you like this, Maddie B. We gathered up about 9 a.m., 9:15 to do the march on Caesar's Palace, right? Bro, or Caesar's the Superdome. Bro,
Mm,
I ain't never seen so many Raiders fans in Nola. I'd be like, we had like the whole block covered.
mm.
So then we had Rilla come there, we had Senor there, we had a bunch of the characters there, man. And we did a great event with Raider Dad where we were able to give a kid and his, their family a ticket. So we had Rilla leading the charge. We had Rilla, we had Jay Jackson, we had myself leading the charge. We had everybody up front. Then you had everybody behind us. And I did not know, bro. I did not look behind. I was just like, all right, cool. Like, I see everybody here. And then I start seeing the videos.
You were
And
right
I'm
up
like,
front.
oh, well, yeah, I didn't notice anything. There I am right up front. But yeah, but no, I look like everybody's behind, and I'm like, holy shit, man. Like, how the hell did this thing get this big? Like, you see that right there, Lady Val with her cup. That's
Oh,
what's up. Yes, ma'am. Yo, so we're
we were
sitting there, and I'm looking
actually,
back.
I was gonna say,
Go
we're
ahead, sis.
actually like walking in the street. Like there was so many of us, we
Yeah.
like poured over into the street.
Bruh, it looked like a black wave. Then we all organized a pick and we broke up for the tailgate. By the way, guys, if you guys ever get an opportunity to do the bullseye or the bullseye tailgate, Val, tell me that tailgate
Oh,
is not
it
one of the
was.
most bad ass tailgates that you've ever been
It
to.
is. It was so badass. It was so cool. The experience was good, and like, oh my God, like you got to do it. So
Yep.
it's a little pricey, but it's so worth it. The food,
It's
the
top shelf liquor.
all
It's
inclusive.
top shelf food. It's everything is like, man, I'll be like, you're just grabbing stuff and you're just eating it. And it's When all the
Drink.
drinks are included. Yes, Val had plenty. Or what is it now? We got shit show Val now. Is that what it is? Is that what I saw on All In Autumn Win? Shit show Val?
Listen, I don't even remember doing that interview. I don't remember doing that interview. I was watching it. I was like, I don't know who that is. Because he was like, "Do you know this guy?" I was like, "No, I don't know who this guy is." Just standing next to me. That was Friday and Saturday night. Sunday, I was like, "No, I don't know. I'm gonna take it
She was
easy."
on water.
But not at that tailgate though, because they were pouring those drinks like up to
Oh
here, and
yeah,
then it was
like
a splash of Coke. I was like, they go, "There's a reason why we only do this for 3 hours."
yeah. So yo, we do the tailgate, we go into the game, man. And as you know, SSJ is animated as hell. And he needs about a whole row just for him to be able to walk up and down. And the first thing he says is, hey, yo, the first thing he says is to the people behind us, I'm gonna be standing up all game, so I'll buy you beers. Whatever it is, I'll buy you beers. So he's buying them beers, and then some rows opened up, so he went down there to go do his thing. Man, the first quarter opens up, we get a field goal. You know, we drove the ball. But I'm telling you, man, I felt like something was in the air. I felt the team had been making a big time move, making good. We were moving, matriculating the football down the field. We were being efficient. And I was like, all right, we pounded 3. Then, the Saints come back, second quarter, they get a tutty. We answer with another tutty and a field goal. We're playing games back and forth. At halftime, it's 13-10. Matt, when we're there at halftime, at 13-10, I'm going to tell you like this, man. A lot of people, I was feeling a little worried. As you guys know, man, we're pretty notorious for being that team that goes up at halftime. And then after halftime, we kind of shit the bed. But man, our team came out on the second half and they were efficient. Yes, I get it. A lot of people are going to say the Saints don't have anyone. The Saints don't have Derek Carr. They don't have Alvin Kamara. They don't have any other guys. Well, guess what? We don't got anything either. So come on with it and come out there and talk your shit. We didn't have all our guys. We didn't have Max Crosby. We don't have any of those guys to be like, yo, hey, guess what? Yes, we understand. As a Raiders fan right now, I know my team is 3-13 right now? Or is it 4-13? 3-13.
Yeah,
Because they kept saying that we were 2-15. That was the one thing, or 2-14. That's what what's that?
We have 4 wins.
Oh, we got 4 wins.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were 3 and something at that time. The Saints fans were like, yeah, you guys are this and you guys are that. Guess what, bro? We know we are a bad team, but you just got beat by a bad team. And the good thing is about this, yo, we have fans like SSJ, and I love this dude for this fact, all right? The guys were like, oh, well, you guys moved to Oakland, you guys moved to Las Vegas, or you guys moved to LA, blah, blah, blah. SSJ turns around and says, I don't give a shit. The Raiders can be on the fucking moon, and it's still Raiders, bitch.
Don't say that.
That right there explains our fanaticism to the point. It doesn't matter where the team is at. We are going to support the team and do what we got to do to get behind our boys and get the dub. So we go in there, second half, everything's starting up. And man, our boys don't disappoint. Spillane is playing at, I'd be like, Spillane almost had 2 INTs, I think. Didn't he have one? Let me check here. Let me check.
They were playing hard.
They were playing hard.
No, Jack Jones got one.
Oh, Jack Jones had one. He almost had 2.
Had 2, yeah.
Spillane was out there. I think he almost had one.
I know he almost had one. I don't know if he got one or not.
No, I think he almost had one.
Yeah.
And I mean, our boys were out there making stops, making big-time plays in big-time positions for our defense and our offense to stay on the field, man.
His mind, too. That was another one, man. The safety was playing his mind back there. O'Mary was doing awesome.
Yes, he was.
The whole game, like, we gotta resign this dude. Like, we gotta resign this dude. Like, we can't let him walk in free agency. We gotta resign him.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. So we get the win. I'm telling you right now, I did not see one Raiders fan leave disappointed from that game. From that game, from the guys that were there, every single person was pumped up to have the win. I know that there's a lot of people that were sitting at home on their couch, not doing what, supporting the team, talking shit about the team, about a win. And that is what bothers me. That right there is exactly the reason that we can't get our team together. Guys, This team is built off one thing: getting wins. Just win, baby, has been the motto. And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, it hasn't been like that in a long time.
Get behind him.
Hey, get behind them. Oh, well, I support. You only support when the team wins. Where were you when the team's losing?
Not only that, but they support from their couch. Like 90% of these fans that talk this shit have never even witnessed a game before, and they're just like, oh, we're just, like, I see this on TV all the time. Well, fucking go to a game because, like you said, Will, when you're going into the game, I guarantee you probably heard people saying, nah, we need to lose this game. We got to lose this game. I bet there was people out there saying that, one or two people.
You know what?
And
I'm going to tell you.
by the end of the game, you said they were walking out of there, and I guarantee you they had a smile on their face too. You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, man, when your team wins,
if your team wins, your team wins.
How can you be disappointed? That's where I don't get. But you know what? We get the dub, and that puts us in the 10th position for the draft, guys, which brings us on to our next part of
10th
our...
or 8th?
What's that?
10th or 8th?
I think we're 10th. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're 10th right now.
We are 10th right now.
I believe so. We might be 8th, actually. No, I think we're 8th.
Oh, okay. So if we're 8th.
We moved down 2 more spots.
Okay, so we're in the 8th position. 8th to 10th. Let's just say in that wheelhouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, that drops us down. A lot of people now are talking about, what do we do with our first draft pick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I know Val has actually done some research into the quarterback position, and she brought up a name from the kid from Penn State. Yo, sis, hit us with what you found out about that kid and why you like that kid so much.
Wait, which one?
Altar, the kid from Penn State, the 6'5" guy.
Oh, that wasn't me.
That wasn't you? Penn State? Are you sure? All right. Well, I'm going to tell you guys this. I forgot who it was then.
It was
gave me the
Dylan
name.
Gabriel, but I don't know.
Oh, no. Dylan Gabriel right now, honestly, let's be real. He showed why he can't be a top pick.
I heard.
Well, I mean, like, if you look at his game, they got destroyed. They got manhandled. But what I didn't like was that his inability to keep his head. You know what? You can get trashed, and I get it, but you saw the frustration, and you saw that how he carried himself, and I get it. It's a young man, and he's still developing and learning. But for me, when you're at that quarterback position,
Mm-hmm.
you are a leader on the field automatically by default when you hit the field. So you already have to have a little bit of that in you.
Mm.
And for me, this game showed that he did. I actually saw the kid from Penn State, and I started doing my research after it got brought up. I like the kid. He's 6'5", big body, reminds me of Josh Allen. But I'd be like, do I see us using a first-round draft pick to pick him? No. I don't see it. I believe Tom Telesco is going to take best player available at position of need. And a lot of people right now are going to be like, oh, well, quarterback's the most position of need. Absolutely. But if you're talking BPA, which is best player available,
not a quarterback.
It's not a quarterback. Okay. I really do feel like we can pick up a pass rusher, another defensive guy, I feel like we can pick up a linebacker. And I'm going to give you guys some names, okay? So that way you guys could see who I'm talking about. Abdul Carter at Penn State is a defensive end. Bringing in this kid could definitely beef up our defensive line. We can also bring in Mason Graham, a defensive tackle out of Michigan. Kid's a stud, 6'3", 320. We can pair him up with Jenkins on the inside, and with Butler coming on up, man, that gives you a 3-man rotation on the inside. If we do get Will Johnson out of Michigan, when this kid is healthy, this kid is probably one of the best defensive backs in college football. And the last guy that I think they value as a high-priced guy is going to be a tackle, depending if they bring back Colton Miller. Remember, guys, on a team, the two most highest paid players are the quarterback and the left tackle. And watch Josh Simmons out of Ohio State University. Okay? So these are the picks that I think that can come into play at 8 and 10. They definitely fill positions of need, and they definitely beef us up. So, at 8 and 10, I'm going to go with Matty B. What do you see happening at 8 and 10? What do you see Tom Telesco doing? And throw out a couple names.
Nah, dude, you actually said basically what I was going to say. Like, I mean, we go best player available if it comes down to it, because, I mean, unless you want to trade away, 2, 3, 4 years of assets just to move up to get a quarterback that is, in all honesty, this draft ain't that deep with quarterbacks. I mean, even the top 2 quarterbacks aren't even really that good. So
I am 100% with you. I'm 100%.
if one of those guys fall to us at 8, you pick them. You know what I mean? But I highly doubt either one of those guys are going to fall to 8. So like you said, I'm looking more like defensive back. I like Will Johnston.
Will Johnson out of Michigan.
Yeah, that kid's a stud, man. Like, I've been looking at him, man, and I'm like, man, that guy's pretty good. But my only thing is man, we are not good at drafting when it comes to a corner. So, like, I just got it's like one of those, like, it's one of those things that are like, man, like, I want to, but is it gonna be worth it? Because we've never really had luck with the cornerback situation drafting them that high.
Yep.
The tackle as well, Josh Simmons. Man, I think that too. Everybody, look at this. Every time we have picked up a tackle or somebody on the offensive line, they've usually stayed with us for quite a while, and they've actually done pretty good. They might have looked like garbage the first year, but they're rookies. They got different things they got to learn, different techniques, different kinds of moves. They got stronger guys that have been doing it for years that they're going to be facing. And some of the best guys. So, I mean, don't be surprised if we go offensive tackle. And I think that's probably the best 2 guys there. If not, I could honestly almost see, is it Ashton Gentry?
Yeah, the running back. I'm telling you, if that running back falls to 8, we're drafting
pick that dude up right there. You don't fucking let him run, because that right there is your Josh Jacobs replacement right there.
Gosh, man, you just hit the nail on the head. If that guy, if Gentry drops to 8, we are drafting Gentry. And I'm telling you, yes, Penn State came up with a great game plan to stop him. It's really simple to stop a team when you know what they're going to do. But I love the way that you just said it. That kid right there, man, is definitely Josh Jacobs 2.0 for us.
Yep.
So, all right. But, hey, sis, all right. Now I'm going to go on to sis. Sis, what do you think the Raiders are going to do with this draft pick? Do you think they go best player available as well? Or do you think, hey, they're really going to be hell set on getting a quarterback?
No, so I think it's going to be best player available. Plus, on top of that, what made me think that even more, rather than thinking they're just going to get a quarterback, is AP's interview that he just did.
Oh, I didn't hear it. Hit me with it. Hit me with it.
So AP had an interview and said that he thinks that AOC is ready to be starter, and he thinks that he would be a good starter. It's a whole he said a whole interview about it.
Yeah, and you know, here's my thing that bothers me about this. Okay, AP says this now. What's the difference between now and when you chose Gardner Minshew?
Maybe he had a little
Like,
more faith in Minshew because Minshew's, veteran. A vet. I don't know.
no, yeah, I
Maybe
agree with you.
that's the experience difference. And maybe he thought it would go in a better direction than what it did. Um, I think he should have started AOC earlier in the season, over Minshew, because
I also think a lot to do with the. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Val, but I
no,
think
you're
that also
fine.
had a lot to do with the coordinator at that time too, man. I think when it came down to that, it was the coordinator's decision to keep rolling with Minshew because he had who in his last offensive system? He
Justin
had a
Fields.
guy, Justin Fields, that could run. So he figured AOC's got legs of fucking concrete. So let's just give this guy a shot because I know he can make those throws. But every time he put him in that situation, he threw an interception. And
No,
skip
yeah,
all over it. And the whole demeanor of the team went to crap. And then the next week, yeah, we're going to keep rolling with it. So I had a lot of feeling that was the coordinator's problem there. I think AP actually kind of wanted to. I don't know. Maybe I'm not sure. I'm just saying. Maybe he did kind of want to put him in, but that's just the system that was running at the time.
yeah. But Matt, we've said it many times before on the show. As a coach, you're in charge of that. As the head
Exactly.
coach, you're
Oh,
the guy that's making that call. So
mm-hmm.
if your coordinator, okay, is like shit in the bed and saying like, "Yo, hey, I'm putting this guy in," and he's not doing what you want him to do, I mean, at the end of the day, you're the head coach. You're the guy that goes like, "Yo, hey
And you're not
man,
lying.
I got to
Yeah.
get this done." So that's where I'm like, "Hey, I like what he's saying, and I'm going to be real with you. I think he's absolutely correct. I think AOC is ready to be a starter. Yes, does he need a lot more support than he's not fucking Peyton Manning?
Yeah.
Okay, he's not one of those guys. But this kid got a little moxie in him. He's not fucking Tom Brady, but he's no fucking bench warmer that's sitting there like not cutting the cheese.
He
Okay.
ain't no Brian Hoyer, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I mean, like, hey, man, for what he's been given, he's doing what the best he can. Tell me the offensive coordinator that he's had in the past 2 years that has been successful. You got fucking Josh McDaniels. You got Luke Getsy. And you got whoever they put in to substitute for Josh McDaniels.
Now,
What was
whatever.
the quarterback's coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so again, right now you haven't put him in the best situation. You haven't given him. It's like Val said. You haven't given him all the tools. She said it at the previous show. She said it with she felt like that with AP. I feel like that with AOC. No. So I feel like this with AOC.
And the way you explain it, yeah, like he really wasn't given a chance to
Well, and
really.
check this out, okay, sis. Okay, so and I'll go a little bit further. Who's your bell cow running back with this kid? When you have a rookie quarterback, you usually have a heavy run game that you can rely on, so that way it takes pressure off of them. You had Josh Jacobs last year, and guess what? When he had Josh Jacobs, they were pretty fucking good. I mean, like they had a better record than we did this year, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, let's just be real about it. And looking at the run game, okay? The run game, the numbers have fallen off. You see Josh Jacobs in Green Bay, it's still the same fucking dude.
feel like for Josh Jacobs now. Like at the beginning of the season when people were like, "Oh man, what's the tweets that he's throwing out there?" Basically like calling the fans out and shit like that. But you got to think too, man. Look at our offensive coordinator that we had. Look at how long it took us to get there to get that guy. We're not listening to our team. We're trying to build everything from the ground up, and everything's rookie. Our coach. I'm not gonna say everything is rookie, but we got, like I said, 29 coaches in there. You got everybody trying to be the head honcho, trying to take over and like explain shit to somebody that's trying to run a team for the first time, and it's just dysfunction. When you're a running back and you're as good as you are, like Jacobs, I wouldn't stay there either. But I like the attitude like Max Crosby had, where it's like, hey, I'm here to fucking stay and fucking build it. So that's the only thing I have against those people like that, like Devontae and Jacobs is like, that you speak
I don't
about.
think, but Jacobs didn't leave because Jacobs wanted to.
No,
Jacobs left because he got a bigger contract. So
but I
I'd be like,
it was the problem, like going into the season, because people were like, "Oh, we're gonna give him a contract this year." You know what I mean? After he had already fucking went out and made fucking player of the year or whatever it was, or fucking had that 1,600-yard rushing.
that's what I'm saying.
You
He wanted to get paid, and you can't blame the guy for wanting to get paid. Telesco decided not to
I'm
pay him.
just trying to say, like, it's behind the scenes, I think, is like a lot of that had to play into it too, is like the dysfunction of the organization and not having the people in place to help you get better when you're running the same shit every year and nothing's going in the same spot, or everything's going in the same spot, like nothing is like
No,
definition
I
of
get you.
insanity. The definition of insanity.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, all right. So we talked about Gentry. We talked about the draft. Let's get on with Val's corner, baby. This is the best part of the show. All right. Yo, Val is finally going to update us on where we're at after 2 weeks of us not knowing where the hell we are in the standings. Right. So Val's getting, look at the shirt, Val. Show him the shirt. Guys, we got some merch coming out. Look at that, baby. She got the Silver and Black Radio podcast shirt. So, guys, as you guys see it, yes, sir. Yo, we will have that out. If you guys want to support us, make sure that you guys hook up with one of us, and we will make sure that we get that merch to you guys. But Val, catch us up.
Yeah, we haven't really been up to date. Hold on. Sorry, I'm like trying to move this so I can. Every time I hear the word Lego, I just think Lego my ego. No, nobody else thinks about that. Okay.
Yeah, no, because my kid doesn't play with Legos right now. She just builds them and they stay there. Like literally, my daughter builds them and does not destroy her sets.
No, I mean like when you hear the word Lego, you don't think of Lego
Lego Mega, like the little one with Eggo waffles.
Yeah, those commercials were great. All right.
If I'm eating Eggos.
Huh?
Said only if I'm eating Eggos.
Oh. So, okay, so week 16, right? Well, I mean, let's start by week 16. Okay, so week 16 was great. Everybody did pretty well. That's actually when we had Cisco on. Cisco's record was 13-3, and Maddie B was the only one who matched him with 13-3. Will, Allen, myself had 12-4, Bova had 9-7, and Gunny had 8-8. But after week 16, Will was in first place still, Allen was second still, Maddie B third, Gunny and Boba were tied for fourth, and of course I'm last because, in the beginning of the season, I gave the second teams the benefit of the doubt, even though you guys told me. I learned my lesson. Then we move on to week 17. This past week, so we're like caught up now. Let's see. Allen, Will, myself, and Maddie B all had 13-3 for week 17.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Ooh, here I was thinking
We
like
should
I'm
have
gonna
went to
throw up.
Vegas. We should have went to Vegas.
I
Freaking
know.
put some money downs on some games. Wow, we burnt it
No.
I
up
was
last.
hoping to catch up this week, but man, it seemed like everybody just stayed in the same spot.
And Gunny and Boba both got 10-6.
Damn.
Dang, what's the overall record what's the overall record right now?
Dun, 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 dun.
So, first place is Will, of course, 151.73.
Yes, sir.
Second place is Alan, 149.75.
Damn, he's still 2 games right behind me.
Still too
Gosh
good.
dang.
Well, that's because you guys both picked the same thing. Hold on. Except you chose Minnesota and he chose Green Bay, so you had one up. But then he chose KC and you chose Pittsburgh, so it evened it out. So you guys are still like,
Neck and neck.
yeah. Third place,
Damn you all in. I know that you ain't on the show right now.
third place is Maddie B, 142.82. And
I was
then,
really
Ooh.
hoping to like come
huh?
back a little bit. I was like, yeah, 13-3 for 2 weeks in a row, hell yeah. And then I was like, damn, it didn't even help. It didn't even help me. I have to go like 16-0.
Right. Gunny and Bova are still tied because they got the same winning record again, 10-6. So they're tied 135.89 still. And of course we're last, so we don't talk about mine.
All right, Val. Yo, hey, and let's just get on to this week's pick'em, guys. We will have the other guys that didn't make the show their picks on later because some of them have work and other things. So we have Gunny's picks though, and I will get Bova's, and
Week
we will get all in's picks.
18 is the last
Ooh,
one in the
dun dun
bunch.
dun. Here we go. Ooh.
All
All
right,
right, what's game?
so
What's game one?
I don't think these are in order, but that's okay.
Okay, no worries.
So the first one on the list here is Carolina at Atlanta.
Carolina at Atlanta.
I'll
Who
take
we going?
Atlanta.
Huh?
I'll go Atlanta.
Carolina. And Mike has the Falcons.
And I actually have the Falcons too.
Ooh, this might be a game that you know what? I feel it in my bones now. Feel it in my bones.
I think Atlanta still has a chance to make the playoffs, don't they?
I
Are they
don't
still in
know.
the hunt?
South. It's
I
not
think
South.
so. Yeah, the NFC South is a mess.
In the fucking division, something like that too.
But the Panthers are not resting anyone either.
Oh, I know, but the Falcons got a lot more to play for. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Right?
no,
Mm.
you're right. You're right.
Panthers got nothing to play for, but they can play this. They can play disruptor. So
True. Yep. Now, and you said you got the Falcons. So,
yeah, I
Yeah.
took the Falcons on that one.
okay.
Only
Okay.
because
That's
of the
good.
fact they got more to play for. If it was just like one of those meaningless games, I don't know. Panthers probably because they got that hot streak going on with them right now.
I'm just telling you, man, they're playing good. All right, Val.
Hold. All right, so the next one I have is Washington at Dallas, and I already know Maddie B is going to choose Washington.
Yep.
Commanders.
Redskins?
Commanders for me. And yeah, Redskins. Mike got the Redskins too. I mean, Cowboys suck.
And I have the Redskins as well. It's so funny because it's like so quiet, and I asked like one of like our staff members, I'm like, hey, what happened? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, what happened with your boys? He goes, man, I was like, yeah, What did you guys do? You guys let this happen. 41-7?
Holy fuck, dude.
He's
Chitty
like,
chitty bang bang game,
he said,
man.
y'all ain't going anywhere. I said, that's okay. We already knew this. Come have a seat. All right. So
Who do
we've
you
got,
got now?
I have Washington, I have Redskins.
Okay. Okay.
All right. We have KC at Denver.
KC at Denver.
I'm going to go Denver in this game only because Casey is resting everybody, and I have a feeling Denver's going to make it to the playoffs.
Ooh.
Interesting.
And then they're going to lose first round because they suck.
You know what? I'm gonna go with you too. I now that you just said that Casey's resting everyone.
Dude, they're resting everybody, dude. Even Patrick Mahomes. The only thing I can say is they do have fucking Carson Wentz, but
But
Mahomes ain't-
yeah.
Just because I have a little bit more to play for, and they've only beat them like once in like the last 15 fucking years. So
Mahomes isn't playing or what?
the last 15 games.
Mahomes not playing, so I'm gonna go Denver.
I'm gonna go Denver
And Mike
too.
went Denver.
All right, we've got Minnesota at Detroit.
Oh shit!
I feel like Minnesota's gonna win this one though.
This is the number one seed right here.
All right, is anybody resting anyone?
No,
I don't-
no, it's the number one seed. It's the fight for the number one seed right now between these two teams. And
Down
one's
to
in
the
the
last
wild
game of
card,
the season.
one's in like the sixth, one's in like the fourth seed, and one's in the first seed. So whichever one wins, they swap places.
Oh shit!
Detroit is the number one seed right now, and Washington or Minnesota is in the hunt or in the wild card right now. So whoever wins, they're gonna swap positions, or they'll stay the same. So
I'm gonna go Detroit. I'm gonna go Detroit.
It's gonna be a hell of a game, man. So, dude, if Detroit fucking lets up on, I'm gonna go Detroit on that one too, man. I got to because I think they're gonna shut down fucking Justin Jefferson, man.
I just have that defensive coordinator, bro. That defensive coordinator.
all game.
This is why I like. I'm gonna tell you like this. This is why I like Detroit. That defensive coordinator don't make no fucking excuses. This guy's out there, man. He got a bunch of guys on injured reserve, and these guys are still winning. They're still out there kicking ass and taking names, bro. This team is deep. They're deeper than we even know. So that's why I like the Lions, and Mike has Lions. But I'm like, yo.
I have Minnesota.
Okay. That has Minnesota going against the grain.
It's gonna be a game.
She's trying to make up ground.
All right, next one.
I tell you what, though, if Darnold wins this game, he's gonna get a hell of a payday, man.
I think he's gonna get paid regardless.
I don't think they let him go, even if if he loses this game, I bet there's a chance. They might. I don't know, but I don't know.
I don't know, man. I'm like, the kid's been efficient. He's had a hell of a year for
really
them.
good. I just think that if he does win this game and puts him in the number one seed, he's gonna get paid big, dude. Like,
I can see that. All right, Val.
Chicago at Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Ooh. I'm down with the Green Bay show.
Who are
they?
Packers.
That's who Gunny has?
Yep. But he spelled it PQ. Peakers? Or Puckers? I don't know. Jesus, Mike and mojitos.
I know. Are you drunk?
Probably, but yes.
How does Chicago look right now?
They're like 4-12 right now.
And this is why, man, when they say, hey, get the number one pick, we're going to get the solution. Look at Caleb Williams. Look at the Chicago Bears. Number one pick. I mean, like, again, it doesn't automatically give you wins.
So there was a thing I heard too the other day. Sorry, I'm going to get off track, but like, if those two were to swap, Caden Daniels and Caleb Williams, would they have the same record they have right now, or would it be vice versa?
Can I answer that question honestly?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter because it didn't happen.
right.
What happened was what happened when you pick your guy. You can't say we can speak in metaphorics, but it doesn't matter because what it is what it is. He got picked, and this is what the solution is. So right now, what people are trying to say, oh well, would it be different? It might be different. It's a different team, but I can't say it would be, and nobody can say for a fact that it would be. So again, this is where we come back to saying, hey, it takes the right pick, right player, right coaching staff. It takes more than just saying we got the number one pick.
Mm.
It takes combinations of things to make kids excel. Next question.
Team.
All right, sis. So we were at Green Bay.
Yes, I also have Green Bay.
Okay.
Houston at Tennessee. Tennessee does not want to win.
I'm taking Houston, man.
Same.
Yeah.
Mike has Texans too.
Matty B, who you got?
Yeah. Houston.
All right. Jackson,
Scrooston.
what?
Scrooston.
What?
Scrooston, Texas. Scrooston, Texas.
Texas.
It's going over.
Screwed, man. Chop and
Yeah.
screwed, man. You've never heard of chop and screwed music. It's called Scrooston, Texas.
Okay.
Where
Went
chop and screw
right
music.
over my head, bud.
I know.
I know about. Where you are pretty short though.
I'm just slow with the jokes. Okay, they didn't call me Riri for no reason when I was a teenager.
It wasn't a joke, it was slang.
Whatever. I'm saying why I didn't get it.
Okay.
Jags at Colts. Jags at Colts.
Man, what the hell happened with the Indianapolis Colts? Why do you bench your guy? Like,
They bench him again?
yeah, or what's going on with them?
Richardson?
Dude, I heard that. I thought that's what I heard, but I'm not sure. I'm not gonna say what's going on over there. But
The Jaguars. Did they win last week again? They won last week, huh?
they got some spunk.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm going to take Jacksonville in that game.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the Jags too. Mike has the Jags. The hell?
I'll choose. Did the Colts lose their last game?
Yeah.
They
No,
got
they won
smacked.
their last game, didn't they?
Let me check.
No, they
Check.
lost to the Giants. They lost to the Giants.
That's what, bro.
Well,
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is going on over there? How do you lose to the Giants?
I think I'll get the Colts. And this is why I'm in last place.
Watch her win every game.
Yeah, and then we get right. She picks up hella grand.
All the way up to the number one spot.
Dude.
Let me see. We have Chargers, bless you, at Vegas.
Vegas all day.
Same.
Raiders. Times 2 for Mike.
All right.
He had to look backwards, make sure his wife wasn't going to yell at him on that one. Was that too loud?
Yeah.
All right, we've got
You're good. You're good. I got your back.
Seattle at Rams.
Give me the Rams.
Be cool, Val. Be cool. Will?
Man, I'm like, right now I'm thinking, man. I'm like, that's going to be a really good game.
I have the Rams. Who does Gunny have?
Hold on. But, he has the Seahawks.
Gunny, if you ain't on the podcast next season, you're out of pick'ems.
I
The
think the Seahawks
Rams.
are the playoffs too, aren't they? They just missed it last week.
Yeah, Rams. I'm going to take the Rams.
Okay. Buffalo at New England.
Buffalo.
Is Buffalo resting people?
I don't know Buffalo, anyways. Even if they are, New England sucks.
Buffalo. Oh.
I've got
And then,
Buffalo.
yeah. Mike got Buffalo too.
I think they're going to get the number one pick, though, for sure, New England.
I don't know, man. I'm like, and if they do get the number one pick, that means they are not drafting a quarterback.
Yep. Yep. You're right.
So
They're going to take Hunter. They'll take Hunter fucking Travis Hunter.
Bro, they might have a sick pair at corner with that kid that they picked up from Oregon a couple years ago. Him and Travis Hunter, 1 and 2. Christian Gonzalez.
Gonzalez is like, what is his name? Yeah, Christian
bro. That could be nasty.
Yeah.
Miami at Jets.
Whew.
Who?
Give me Miami because they got to win. The Jets are fucking garbage. God, they're almost as bad as the Colts. Like, they just can't win. Oh, wait, never mind. They're worse than the Colts.
Oh, man.
Will?
What do you got, Val? Oh, you want me?
Yeah, 'cause I don't know yet. Who does Gunny have?
Jets. He has Jets. You know what, bro? I have such disdain for the Jets right now. Not because I don't like the Jets, just because of, bro, like the way that he did things. And I don't know. I don't know what happened between him and the Raiders. I can't really like say on that. But to me, like his personality has changed a ton ever since he left Green Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Must have been all the kids that we threw the ball to him and he just got smoked over the middle. So those might be affecting him in some way.
Maybe. But you know what, man? I'm like, I'm going to go with the Jets too, because I feel like, you know what? Aaron Rodgers is going to try to put on a show.
Yeah,
He's going to try to
interception.
He's going to try to put on a show, and he's going to try to like make it look, you know, give some people some hope for next season and try to come back and make about $42 million.
Did I not see something that he might be released?
Yeah, he ain't coming back. They're going to put in Tyrod Taylor, do you guarantee it?
Yeah, I'd be like,
win with Tyrod Taylor. If they put in Tyrod Taylor, they might win. If they keep in Aaron Rodgers, they ain't going to win. They're going to get their ass kicked, man.
Jets. All right, Jets.
All right.
Oh, yeah, it's going to come up one.
Giants at.
Who do you got?
Miami.
Giants at Miami?
No.
You just said the Jets at Miami.
Giants at Philly.
Philly.
I was saying I had Miami over the Jets.
Yeah, give me New York on that one. Because Philly dressed all their players too.
You New York. Mike has New York
put
too.
A beat down on fucking Indy, so
yeah, they're like Saquon was like, or Barkley was just like, yep, I'm not gonna sacrifice for a championship for an individual achievement. And that right there just shows me what type of team that is. So yeah, man.
So everybody's got the Giants.
Win, yeah.
All right, we've got the super flavorful Niners at Arizona.
Mike has the Winers.
Do you like a little flavor in
Fuck.
your football?
Mike does.
I want Arizona.
I'll take Arizona as well.
Ditto. All right, Cincy at Pittsburgh.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good game. Both of them have to win. Give me Cincy.
Wow. I'm taking Pittsburgh.
I'm taking
Oh,
Mike
really?
has
Pittsburgh
Cincy.
as
Yeah.
well.
In
I think
Pittsburgh.
Cincy might sneak into the. Well,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
Denver
yeah.
has to lose. So
In
fuck.
Pittsburgh.
If
In
Denver
Pittsburgh.
loses and Miami loses, Cincy's in. So
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I don't know if I go. Yeah, give me Cincy. Fuck. They could all three win and they still get out, but yeah.
I have Pittsburgh. Who's gonna have?
He has
Give me
Bengals.
Cincy.
Yeah, Cincy. Now, yeah, Cincy.
I gotcha. Sorry. All right, Nola at Tampa Bay.
Bucks.
Yeah.
Mike has Bucks.
Huh?
Bucks.
You want a buck?
Got a dollar?
That's what a buck is. Buck is $1. What'd you think I said?
Bucks. Well, the only valve.
Matty B, who you got?
Tampa Bay. That's why he said Bucks, because all three of us have Tampa Bay.
You guys all want the buck.
Oh, went over her head again.
You guys all want.
Right over her head again.
Yeah.
Cleveland at Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Hey, is Baltimore resting?
Yeah, but I think they'll still beat Cleveland.
Mike has the Browns. God, that's bad.
I've got Baltimore.
And this is in Baltimore?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take Baltimore. Baltimore is tough. They're just tough, man. That team is just always a difficult team. Is that it, sis?
That's it.
Well, all right, guys. Well, hey, we made it to the end of the show. Guys, if you guys are in the Texas area, make sure you hit up our girl, Lady Val, down at DFW Raider Nation for Life. She will be down there. She's always out and about. Make sure you hit her up. Yo,
Yeah.
we will be at the Eagles 595 here in Western Colorado, here in Grand Junction, if you guys want to come and watch the game. If you guys are in Spokane, make sure you guys hit McCutcheon's with Tony Bova. If you guys are in Reno, make sure you hit up TBH Wing King. If you guys are in Sacramento, make sure you hit up Shenanigans. And
If you guys
let's
are in the
see.
Dallas area, you could also go to the Hangout. Wait, are they going to the Hangout? The Hangout in Irving for one last.
Yep, with our boy
Alan.
Allen with TBH Dallas. Then you have the Winchester down there in San Antonio with our boy Adam Mayo. So make sure you guys can hit up all these locations. Go watch the game. Go join up with family. Man, like we said, guys, it was a great experience in NOLA.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to leave off with this. Guys, Raider Nation, what I love is the experiences that we share together. As a team and as a family, when we go out there and we support our team, and I see each and every one of you, brings a smile to my face because it's cool. Because it's a family environment. Win, lose, or die. It's Raiders till we die. So, guys, on that note, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And it's all about one nation. It's all about one team. It's all about the Raiders.
Later.
Let's go.